first of all, your limbic system, when you're stressed, it actually becomes larger. I mean, physically larger and stronger. So when you're stressed, when you feel bad feelings, even when you think negative thoughts, all of those things are sort of related to fight or flight. So if you're thinking about, oh my God, whatever could happen, you're in a kind of a low grade fight or flight. And just like any part of the brain that you exercise, if you move your fingers over the piano keys over and over in a certain way, the part of the brain that does that gets bigger and bigger and better at doing that. So when you get stressed, think negative thoughts, bad feelings, et cetera, your brain gets better at doing that. And the part of it that does that is your limbic system. So they've had people in experiments where they're trying to see to what degree they could delay gratification, for instance, when they thought about something positive before the experiment, which they sort of tricked them into doing, they had a lot more willpower. When they thought about something negative, they had less willpower. And it
Interesting.
sort of feeds on itself because, for instance, when you feel stressed, you often feel like eating crappy foods. Oh, screw it, I'm going to have a candy bar. Or I'm going to smoke a cigarette if you're a smoker, or whatever it is. And those things then cause stress and inflammation in the body, and that leads to more fight or flight. And so it's kind of a vicious cycle going to a bad place. On the other hand, when you exercise the prefrontal cortex, the brain actually turns over more brain real estate to the functioning of your prefrontal cortex. And one of the most powerful ways to increase your prefrontal cortex and the strength of it is meditation. I'm really a fundamentalist in the sense that I try to find the most fundamental thing that if you change it, allows everything else to change in the way you want. And this is why I got interested in meditation. And then I ran into some research that I used to create a way to create the same changes in the brain that meditation creates, but about 8 times faster. Holosync creates the same electrical patterns in the brain, and we've been doing this now for 26 years commercially, and before that for 4 years while I was researching this, so for 30 years, and we see people getting the same benefits that very, very disciplined long-range meditators who meditate 4 or 5 hours a day, they're getting it in 1/8 the time.